Welcome everyone, it is Andrew here from Apple Insider, and today we are talking about the Mac Pro. Apple's brand new latest 2019 Mac Pro is available to order starting today, alongside the new Pro Display XDR. We're going to be talking to a bunch of industry veterans from the film industry, photographers, we're going to be looking at coders, people from the Department of Defense, lots of people who spoke to Apple Insider on and off the record about why they are or aren't picking up the new Mac Pro and what they like and don't like about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Let's go a little bit of backstory about the Mac Pro. The 2019 Mac Pro is a return to form for Apple, returning to that modular case design rather than the trash can Mac they introduced last time. So the new one is completely modular, you can upgrade it after the fact, and there's a ton of expansion options, and put it simply, pros are thrilled. So they're announcing that, or releasing that, alongside the new Pro Display XDR, which is just an insane display that starts at $5,000 or $6,000 and doesn't even include the stand out of the box. So it starts for $5,000 and you include the stand, it's an extra $1,000, bringing it to $6,000. So as far as the basics go, who is buying the Mac Pro and the Pro Display XDR? It's not consumers, it's definitely professionals and the high-end prosumers that are going to need these machines. With that in mind, let's talk to some of the industry veterans. Before we get into our pro interviews and justifications, I want to quickly talk about our sponsor for this video, Zag. We're talking about pro users here, and there are no other pro users than the iPad Pro users. And the SlimBook Go is a great keyboard cover for the iPad Pro. It has a fantastically slim keyboard with good key travel and backlit keys. The keyboard is completely detachable, powers up over USB-C, and has a back case for the iPad with a very adjustable design. So you can really adjust the orientation or the degree of tilt very minutely to exactly what you need to prevent glare or whatever is comfortable for you while working and typing. It also has a little stowaway spot for the Apple Pencil so it doesn't get knocked off or damaged when you throw it in your bag and hit the road. If you want to grab the SlimBook Go, you can grab it down below in the comments or use our coupon code and get 20% off any item from Zag, including that SlimBook Go. The first reason that people are going to buy a new Mac Pro is they need it. We spoke to an industry veteran in the film industry, been 30 years plus working on editing, and they really need that new Mac Pro. They need to export 4K video fast, and they need as much horsepower as they can get. That's exactly what the new Mac Pro is going to deliver. Some users were really excited for the rack-mounted option of the new Mac Pro, including Blake Garner, who is an automation architect at Adobe and has been with the company for 15 years. He told Apple Insider, "The rack mount option is huge for Adobe, as we host a lot of Macs in server rooms doing Xcode builds and automated testing. Using server racks instead of Baker's racks with iMac Pros is a huge improvement. Outside of the physical form, the memory capacity is going to be very noticeable improvement. Running large RAM virtual machines or sets of virtual machines for home lab work, we will eat all the RAM you can afford, let alone the large Xcode builds." A big consideration that users had for the new Mac Pro is the price. Everyone mentioned the price in one way or another. Some from large firms were completely comfortable with the cost and expecting to spend between $9,000 and $10,000 on their preferred configuration. Others are happy buying the base configuration and slowly expanding over time as their needs change. Medical product developer Reichbusch is planning on picking up two right on launch day. He told Apple Insider, "I expect we will be in the $10,000 to $20,000 range when I purchase. The other thing to take into account here is where the rest is going. We will need a 10 gig LAN to really take advantage of the whole ecosystem." Now the machine is available to order, Reichbusch confirmed that he's going to be picking up two of the entry-level Mac Pros and then one maxed out option where he's going to add his own video cards, plural. Another reason people are buying the new Mac Pros is longevity. These Mac Pros are expected to last a long time. People assume when they're picking up a Mac Pro, they're going to last at least 6 to 8 years inside of production. They may not be the primary machine the whole time as they get cycled down and used for other purposes, but there's no doubt that they expect a long lifespan of these machines, including upgrading and adding future capabilities. Speaking of the expandability, a lot of pro users are really looking forward to be able to expand out these Mac Pros, even if it just means future-proofing it. It's not only just being able to cram more into the machine, but it's removing all the Thunderbolt 3 devices. Thunderbolt 3 is great, but it still hits limitations and it often involves a lot of different stuff fitting around your desk and workspace. Being able to put more in the chassis is certainly going to clean up workspaces. We also spoke to some high-ranking members of the Department of Defense, and without divulging specifics on what they're going to use the new machines for, use cases included real-time image processing and time-sensitive audio classification and identification. Not everyone Apple Insider spoke to for this article were ready to jump on the new Mac Pro. Some of them were still holding on to their previous generation designs because they were still going strong. But all of them realized the potential that Apple had in store here. So whether they're getting one now or they'll be getting one in the future, they were very excited by it. Regardless of professionals' line of work, whether it's TV and film industries, simple videographers, photographers, developers, medical industry, there is a huge amount of use for the new Mac Pro, and pros are thrilled with what Apple has delivered. They're picking up this machine not just because it's a new Mac, but because it is powerful, it is expandable, and it will last a long time. The users are excited, and Apple is finally delivering what they should have delivered with the previous generation trash can design. Now, if you guys want to pick one up for yourselves, you can find the links down below in the description. Otherwise, I'd love to hear what you guys think. What do you think about the new Mac Pro? Let me know down below in the comments or on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow Apple Insider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.